All right, in this video, we're going to learn about Assemble's calendar and tasks, which really are the core of Assemble's project management functionality. You can add tasks either here on the task list or directly in the calendar. But for the sake of this video, let's start with the calendar. If I click to open up the calendar, we can see our standard month view. You can simply click and drag to add any sort of task onto that calendar. But let's go ahead and jump into some tasks that are already added on the calendar, and we'll take a quick tour of what's inside. So if I open up this task, you can see we have the title, concept development. We can see who it's been assigned to, and you can simply click here to update that and assign to people, which will send them email notifications letting them know they've been assigned to a task as well as when that task is due. Beneath that, we can set the phase that this task will be a part of. And so if you remember, during project setup, you will build out the phases for the project, choosing them yourselves. And then you can simply decide which phase this task falls under. Beneath that, we have the ability to add subtasks. In this instance, finalize script, create storyboards, which we can then assign to people and set individual due dates for those subtasks. As people are working on a task, they can come up here and update the status to let you know whether it's done, in progress, or a few other statuses. Finally, at the bottom, we have the ability to leave a comment thread, tag people, and have conversations around those tasks. But now that we have a full calendar built out with tasks, let's take a look at a few other features. First of all, some of you may love the month view, but if you're more of a timeline type of person, come up here and click this button in the top right to access the timeline view. This, once again, is going to take whatever phases we set up at the beginning of the project and list them here on the left-hand sidebar, and then give us a Gantt style view of that timeline. Additionally, on either the month or timeline view, you can simply just click and drag to move tasks around. But let's say you want to move all of your tasks at once due to some sort of project delay. Maybe we have a week delay and we need to push everything back. We'll just come up here to the top right, click this bulk drag and drop button. And then if I move a task, anything downstream from it is going to snap to it. So let's say we need to move this out a week. You're going to see the rest of the calendar just snaps to it. Works both forward and backwards. Next, let's talk about presenting these calendars to people you may be working with. You can, of course, come up here, click share, and invite collaborators to join your project and become a member of this project through Assemble. But maybe you want to just simply send this calendar out as a presentation. In that case, go ahead and just click share calendar link. And this is going to give you the ability to publish this calendar as a public link where anyone can access it with no Assemble account required. You do have some options. We can add password protection if there's security needs, and a few other things. But let's just go ahead and hit create link. And then all you're going to do is come in here, copy an email, and send it off. And that person will now receive an email with a link to this calendar. You can also just come up here and copy the link directly. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that public link will look like to those external users. So I'm going to quickly jump into an incognito window. Let's go ahead and paste that link. Imagine I'm an external user. I've never heard of Assemble. I click the link, it just opens up. I don't have to create an account. I don't have to log in. I'm able to jump in here, view the calendar in a variety of different ways, and essentially access this calendar without ever having to create an account. It is a read-only, so they're not going to be able to change anything or edit anything, but it will update in real time. So anytime you make changes to the calendar, this will update instantly. Let's go ahead and jump back to that logged in view and wrap this up with one final feature. Once you've built out your calendar, come up here and just click the three dots in the top right and hit sync calendar. And this is going to enable you to sync this calendar to Google, Apple, or Microsoft.